Okay, gang, I don't know if this is going to be a good angle when I'm singing because I've kind of got to get a little cocoon going here, but I'm going to give this vocal a shot. I don't care that I haven't had any sleep. I think when you hear the subject matter, at least when you get a good close listen, eventually you'll understand it's a song about being on the street, so maybe it's appropriate. What you can't see is on the floor, I have my vocals being split, and one of those splits is completely dry, raw, going into my DAW. The other one is going through a series of pedals. I can't monitor that at the same time I'm doing this. So we're just gonna wing it and see what happens. I always have the option of reamping it later, but I don't know, something about printing it and just going for it seems kind of cool. So let's find out. All right, check it out. When the light comes in my feet, I feel pain. Something's knocking on my box. It must be the rain. My bag is wet, the street is shining. Steam up through the grates. The light reflects off the asphalt glare. Hey, so I'm not going to show you the whole vocal and bore you to tears, of course. But what I will say is I did it all in one take because it was flowing, and I'm going to play a little snippet of the vocal in the track right now so you can hear where it was going. Okay, chillin'. So this is the vocal in the track with the reamp mixed in together, not really mixed, but balanced together. It was one take, and I did one take through the pedals, and that's it. Yep, let's check it out. Something's knocking on my box. It must be the rain. My bag is wet. The street is shining. Steam up through the grates. The light reflects off the asphalt glare. So you can see that's kind of where I stopped the raw vocal, so I wouldn't drive you all crazy watching my back as I was singing. So that's how it all fits in. Closer. A 60 cycle hum. The drone of Western civilization. Yeah, I think it came out great. I tweaked the horns a little bit, and I didn't touch the strings. Now they're sounding better with the horns because I tweaked the horns. But right, so that's just the one take raw vocal, some de-essing, a little EQ, not much really. I love this Microtech Gefell mic. A little compression, but I'm going to adjust the compression because I'm not entirely happy with it on the raw vocal. It's not that it won't have compression, but the compressors, I have two. I have like an LA2A type and a 1176 type, but they're not working together properly. And so I'm going to work on that, maybe try some other brands. I don't know, but I'm just not, it's just the body of it and the attack is not there for me. But the raw vocal came out really great. So the next step is lap steel and live percussion. And then honestly, unless you all say otherwise, I think this is done. I guess what I'll do at that point is not only make a video, but put up the raw and bring it up to, like minus 14 LUFS so that, YouTube, Spotify kind of vibe level so that you can hear it and judge and tell me what you think. It won't be professionally mixed. It'll just be brought up to level because I just want to get your opinion on it. But I think lap steel, more percussion, live percussion mixed in. And I think I'm done. What do you think? Check it out.
I can't remember back that far. I hear the building shaking around me. Waiting for when they fall in on my soul.
But the timing of what I was doing, I don't know. It was like magical. Maybe no sleep is the trick, because I was just delirious and feeling it, and all the phrases sat. Now, it's an unusual song. There's no verse, there's no chorus, there's no bridge, there's no repetitiveness. It's basically a story that I wrote. It's inhabiting a character of this guy who lives on the street, and he's had a hard time. And you can figure out the rest from there. But it's like a little movie, right? Like I'm trying to inhabit him, but paint a picture. And the music is doing that as well. I was so excited. I did a few little tweaks. And as I mentioned, there was an effect board of pedals on the floor. That didn't work while I was singing. It was so noisy because I couldn't monitor it and I couldn't control it, that what I ended up doing, let's see if I can get this. So I'm running through a Radial Pro RMP, a reamp pedal. And that reamp is going to, instead of splitting the mic, the take you saw is the take, like all the way through, even though you didn't see it all the way through. Take my word for it. There's just one take. And I didn't move anything. I did clean up the vocal, meaning got rid of the noises in between the singing, and didn't really do too much else. I did use that new Sonable vocal plugin, that standalone thing. And, it does clean it up a little bit. It got rid of some of the room sound. It got rid of some of the de-essing, which I was going to do anyway. I really wanted to use, there's this plugin I bought like 2 years ago called Gain Amp Pro. And it looked fabulous, but I wasn't doing any vocal things of my own or where I was treating the vocalist when I was producing other people. The mix engineer did that. So I've been wanting to try it for 2 years. It looked really great. It has some really cool features. And I tried to use it. That's not a standalone, it's a plugin. You use it in Audio Suite and Pro Tools. And that's part of the issue, though. Every time I pulled it up in Pro Tools crashed and then gave me an error that I needed to reinstall everything, which I did, and then reboot, it crashed again. It was only when I got rid of the plugin altogether that Pro Tools was good, and I got back to work, but it was also causing Bitwig to crash like every other time I opened it, which was really weird, except it wouldn't even work in Bitwig anyway. So I'm really disappointed because it looks like a super cool effect, basically, but it's really just a way to clean up the vocal and match it LUFS wise and tidy it up before bringing it back into your track. So I did that with the Sonable, but it's not exactly the same thing, but that did help. And then I got just strip silence in between all the phrases, consolidated it, re-imported back into Bitwig, and then sent it out my DAW through all the effect pedals. And that way I could turn effect pedals on and off for effect. And it worked really well. That was one take all the way through. So it's kind of a magical performance, I think. Hopefully you'll dig it. I'm probably not going to play bass on this because there's a lot of bottom and that bass line is doing all the work. I am going to do some more percussion and I am going to do some lap steel. I'm not sure it needs much else. What do you think? Like, listen and let me know, because I'm really curious what you think. I'm super happy with the way this came through so fast. The next song that I will work on, which will probably be next week because it'll probably take the rest of this week, that one is a traditional structure song. And I've already started that one, but it's not too crazy so far, and you'll get it. That one's very, verse, chorus, verse, but groovy too. So, maybe I'm on to something. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I want your feedback.